Gate 14 podcast presented by FanDuel Canada. And
Hopefully you didn't bet on the Blue Jays this weekend.
hopefully you didn't bet on the Blue Jays on
Like
FanDuel
today.
Canada today. How we feeling, man? I can't. I try not to let the team affect my mood, but my mood is shot. I'm shot. I am a dead man walking. There's not really much else to say. 2-7 their last nine.
Yeah, not great. That's not a good record in your last nine. It's been awful to watch. Again, it's just kind of continuation. Can't score a run. Makes it tough baseball to watch. They got to be perfect. Bassett gives up two. Oh, this
And
thing's
it's
cooked.
over.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this we're done. Um, yeah, it's been fucking awful to watch, man. Really bad baseball.
Even the thing is though is like even when they were good, we talked about how much fun we were having watching the team. But in the back of our mind, it was like that meme of like that the Grim Reaper behind us, like you know what's coming, like you know what's coming because they can't hit home runs. And what happened? It always finds a way to humble us. Just a putrid, embarrassing effort after I'll say it, one of the funnest games I've watched in a while on Friday. You get to one of the best closers in baseball, and you put up a 3 spot in the ninth, and it's like, oh my God, all right, we're doing this thing. And then momentum just doesn't mean anything with this ball club. It's not to be doom and gloom, man, but I am a broken man, and we're already not even in May yet. It's tough, tough, tough to watch. That's the best way to categorize it.
Yeah, that's what the month of was always gonna be, but it's like the same sad shit that's gone on. Do you thought like you kind of deal with bad offense, and it's not helping anyone else. Like it's not helping the pitching staff. That's been pretty good. I'll say it. Like again, they have to be perfect every time if you're gonna score one or two runs every game. No
Yeah.
one, no one can do that over a full 162 game season. It'll be exposed by then, and it's just awful. Like no one's carrying the team. It's really bad, to be honest. And sucks to do it against the Yankees after a win. After they stole a win out of the Yankees' hands on Friday night.
Yeah.
Get the day off, and then yeah, the Gosman kind of blow up today sucked as well.
Yeah, it just it's I think the biggest thing for me is I think what we have realized with seeing the depth is those prospects that we expected, or at least one of them takes a leap, not a singular one. I'm sorry, Alan Roden, get ready to learn Buffalo. It's like he is so not polished at the plate. He is pulling outside pitches down the first baseline, weak ass ground outs. And this is a guy that we talked about, like bat to ball is great, not going to strike out. But yeah, he's not going to strike out, but he's going to roll over to second and first every second at bat, every at bat. It's like these guys. It's a developmental standpoint of this team not being able to develop bats because who is good that's homegrown besides Vladdy and Bo on this team right now. And it's just a lack of urgency at the plate. It looks like they're defeated. It looks like they're dead. And hopefully we're tooting a different horn when we talk to you guys on Thursday. But I'll tell you what we're watching right now, I don't think we will be, Avery, because this has been 2.5 years of this.
Yeah, Roden's running a 57% ground ball rate right now.
Insane. Insane, Avery.
Yeah, I mean, Will Wagner's kind of doing the same thing too. Like they
Yeah.
are both hitting pretty poorly. And I thought we could count on Wagner. I think you still can at some point, but right now it's not like that much confidence at the plate right now. And they've kind of figured Alan Roden out. You're gonna throw him low and in with a breaking ball. He's
Or
got to
out.
Yeah, he's going to expand the zone and he's going to do that to himself. Like obviously good walk rate guy while he was in the minors and then you come up here and he's like not walking that much like at all. Just like a different use of the strike zone for Roden. Like a 6.3% walk rate and he had to have been 11% in the minors last year.
I got to ask you this question, Avery, because last year it was fire Guillermo, send Guillermo to the sun. Don Mattingly shouldn't be the hitting coach, yada, yada, yada. This year, you're bringing a new hitting coach. You're bringing a new assistant hitting coach, albeit it's only a month into their tenure. At what point do we stop blaming the coaching staff and start blaming the players, Avery? That's
It's
the question I have for you. Because it is always the coaching staff's problem with these people. Always. It's fire John Schneider, fire Guillermo, fire Don Mattingly. At what point do you hold the candlestick to the goddamn players? That's the question I have. Because no one's been doing that. It's always the fire the management shit.
No, it should always be on the players. Like, unless you have the stupidest game plan of all time, like that, and people would call that out, I would hope. Like the players being like, I don't agree with that. You'd have the veteran leadership on the team to say that what we're doing is ridiculous, and that hasn't come out that often. It's the guys at the plate that are hitting. Again, it's like the John Schneider, even bullpen decisions. Those I think are way more impactful than what the hitting
Yes.
coaches are in their game plan. I promise you, the hitting coaches this year aren't asking for soft contact and not to hit home
The
runs. Like
hitting
it's
coach isn't telling Alan Roden on an outside pitch, I want you pulling it. They're not telling Alan Roden to have a 57% ground ball rate. They're not telling Andres Jimenez to swing a pool noodle at the plate. At some point, you got to hold the players accountable. And that is what I think we're doing now. And we're a players first podcast, sure. They'll be the first to tell you it. I guarantee you, you go into that locker room and the pitchers are talking, they are saying, "What the fuck is this offense? What the fuck is this offense? I give up 2 runs and I have to be essentially lights out. I can't give up another, and we still might not even win at that point." It's it, it's terrible, and there's no reinforcements coming, Abe. Like who
no,
Varsho, is he going to make a crazy difference?
that would be great, but you shouldn't expect it. Like if Dalton Varsho's the one to save this offense, I'd be the most shocked person of all time. I would love it. Love for him to be able to hit some home runs, show off the power that we know he has, but like I'm not expecting him to save the offense. I think it's lineup shakeup time. I think again something that like isn't necessarily the fix. Just put Springer back in the leadoff spot, and
I think I was literally just about to say that.
let's just put him in the leadoff spot, bump everyone down one, and let's party. Let's
Let's
see what we
party.
can do.
Let's bring it back to 2022 with leadoff Springsy lad.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to make this the greatest show on grass? No, but George Springer is one of the only guys swinging the bats well. I
I
mean,
mean, he's getting on base.
he's getting on base too. It's like I don't know, Abe. It's doom right now, and I think once Varsho comes and bumps everyone down one, and I think Springer will bump everyone down one as well. You have Les Jimenez at bats, who has been. I have no words. I mean, that's it's just terrible. He's been absolutely horrible this month. You bump Jimenez down, and you could fix a couple things with that, but it's. I am so sad right now, man. Like this ruined my weekend. It's like it's tough, Abe. It's tough. But what do you like? What have you seen so far from this offense? I mean, there's not really many bright spots, but I have a take for the Barger crowd out there. I think Barger has earned himself the right to be the everyday outfielder right now, especially once Varsho is back.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising based on like he's not actually shown that great numbers, but
Yes.
he's the only guy who wants to hit the ball in the air right
Yeah,
now.
and hard.
Yeah, so it's like fuck it, like see what he can do. I don't think it's I was shocked he didn't play today.
Me
After
too.
I know obviously the whole game changes when you get into a blowout game at the end with different guys. Like you can't take if you were able to look at stats over a season, it would be nice to know when they're like actual leverage and because that was like the lowest of leverage at bats you could get, but he
Yeah.
was good today. Like how do you not put him in against the righties? Like if you're trying to win in that spot, I was pretty shocked. But I think my take on the offense is they can't put anyone away. And I
No.
what I mean by that is the starting pitchers. We get guys on the ropes all the time. Max
Freed
Fried
was on the ropes.
Fried was on the ropes. Clark Schmidt was on the ropes, and we can't put him down. Like Kevin Gosman today on the ropes, and it was a blow up, like just mental blow up based on the strike zone and everything that happened. Just lost it. Like, but our offense, we can't put anyone away to these last 2 weeks. Can't do it at all. Can't get the big hit in the big spot early to kind of break things open. Like the Yankees did today. What was it, sixth spot?
Yeah.
the game's over when you get the 6 runs in that inning, and then you coast through the rest of it. We can't. We always get guys on the ropes, and we can't get them out of the game, or we can't come through with a big number in those innings. And I, and
And
I I have a take on the Gosman thing too. I was a couple times I would pitch where you just get so in your head, the inning speeds up on you, and you're just like throwing pitches. You kind
yeah,
of don't
you're just
know
throwing
where.
pitches to throw pitches.
Yeah, and it's just like, holy fuck, I have been out here for so long. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I've thrown so many balls where like it feels like I haven't done this in a long time. I don't know what I'm doing. You start getting pissed at the ump, rightfully so. There was a couple pitches that he missed, but then that spirals in your head where it's like, I'm so pissed at this ump. I kind of know he's not the full problem for this inning, but I'm gonna keep blaming the and that was obviously what happened to Kevin Gausman. As soon as he comes out of the game, chirping the ump. Like if he threw more strikes after that, he wouldn't be as mad at the ump. But I
Yeah.
think it was just a spiral, let down spot. Things didn't go well. I mean, it happens for some guys sometimes, and it's tough. It was really tough to watch. But again, like in the first game of a doubleheader, you wanted Kevin Gausman to keep going. I texted you guys like he's got to come out. That was before the Wells at bat, and they just left him in there, which sucked.
And then the Wells at bat was kind of the dagger. And you brought up a good point about the Jays not being able to put guys away. You brought up a stat, and I'd love for you to mention the stat. The amount of times Toronto Blue Jays have scored 4 runs in the last 2 weeks. How many times has that been?
They haven't scored more than 4 in the last 12 days at all.
I, and I can look around the league and say, are other teams doing this? No. There's the White Sox and the Rockies, maybe, but
Well, the Rockies are scoring more runs than that probably. They just can't
yeah,
stop the runs.
no.
Let's see what teams have been doing the last the last couple of weeks because it's not good. Okay, last 14 days sorted by team runs just in general. Okay, so we're there with oh, there's a whole different amount of games. I don't know if this is live actually. Last 14 days, the Jays are 28th out of 30 in runs scored. But they're right beside the Astros, Padres, Rangers, and Angels. The Angels stink again, but
Yeah.
so the Jays have scored 36 runs in 11 games the last 2 weeks. And who's a team here? Goddamn, the Mariners scored 73 in that time. The Reds scored 84, just more than doubled them up. Not scoring runs. It's just not good
It's
enough.
Avery, it's like it's making me pull my hair out. And you know the thing is, and everyone's saying, "Oh, it's 2023 all over again." Brother, man, this is 2023 on crack. This is 2023, but picture 2023 worse. This is what 2023 is because at
Well,
least
2023
2020,
we won.
yeah, they won. That's what I'm saying. Like this is 2023 if your offense literally came to the plate without bats. That's what this is. And you expect, and if you look at the top guys' numbers, they aren't that bad. It's just the lack of power. Like we saw a Santander home run today to tie the lead on the Blue Jays with 3. I think they're one of the only teams that have the leader of home runs at fucking 3. Eugenio Suarez has more home runs in a singular game than the leader of the Toronto Blue Jays has all season. Um, I want to keep telling myself, Avery, like this can't keep up, man. Like this can't keep up, but there is no signs that point to it them getting out of it, right? Like there's really nothing. Like what do you do?
No, you're only trusting 2 guys to get you out of it, and that's Vlad and Santander. Bo hasn't shown the ability to hit home runs and hit for a ton of power at all. So it's like you're trusting Vlad and Santander to do the job of the whole team to try and score those runs and bring them in. I know it's just not been good. It's not good enough, and I'm in the spot where I'm in the fire John Schneider movement. I think soon.
New voice.
It's not even a voice, man. Something's gotta
You can't
something.
fire the players.
You can't fire the players. And it's definitely not John Schneider's fault. I think it's so stupid that it could work. Just fire him. It's so stupid.
Who do you
Like,
hire? You give little Buck Showalter a call?
oh my God, I don't even know. It's so bad. He shouldn't. have his job lost based on his inability to manage. It's the teams he's been given haven't like been able to hit and score runs. Like even we had the nice little fight on the Friday bullpen thing. What like that's kind of whatever, but putting the lineup out there and stuff. If you follow a team, we go on Twitter all the time, and you see their fans bitching about lineup decisions every day, even if they're the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
Every team does that. It's
Yeah.
just what happens. You don't know which guys are a little banged up, a little sore, so they're not playing that
Yeah.
day. Some feel like even the Alex Cora stuff when you get from behind the Red Sox, you see that managing is a mix of a lot of things. It's not just only matchups. But
Yeah.
at this point, if it keeps going downhill, like if this is becomes a big losing streak, I no longer think it's out of the question.
Really.
Yeah.
I just don't know what you do.
That's my thing too. Is like
It's like, is a manager going to come in here and Bo's going to start hitting home runs again? And like Jimenez is going to start hitting like 230 or at least 240? It's like, you can't fire the players. That's a tough thing. And I think if anyone's on the hot seat, I think the biggest one is Ross Atkins, Abe.
for sure.
Because
Oh yeah.
Ross Atkins, this is a $250 million payroll, Avery. This is a $250 million payroll, and this is what the bottom of the order is, at least in the last game. $250 million payroll. Jimenez, Wagner, Heineman, Lucas, Rodin. I'm sorry. And the payroll is that high, Avery, because you can't develop homegrown talents to pitch for you, so you got to sign on the free agent market. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I think they've done fine on the pitching side. It's not a single bat
For
in
sure. Oh, yeah, even the
forever.
bad thing. It's like you have to pay a Santander because you can't develop power
Yeah.
hitters.
At their age 30 season.
Yeah, like you can't develop power hitters.
It'd
It's
be
a
nice, and
tough.
that's why like the new draft guys in there, I'm happy and hoping for. Like the returns from last year's draft class and some of the Dunedin guys this year have been great.
Sam
But
Shaw.
well, Shaw is a couple years ago, but again, like Cal Steven, Trey Savage, great returns early.
Yeah,
Old for the league they're playing in, or they're
yeah.
more advanced than a lot of that.
Arjun Namala has been a good one.
Really good. Like that is Arjun's like the only guy in the system like him. And that's what you need for upside. A guy who's gonna hit for the power. Who knows if he's gonna be a good fielding shortstop. The scouts who've seen him think he's pretty good there.
Yeah.
But again, he's the guy who's gonna hit for power and like some actual like real major league upside compared to like an Alan Rodin and a Will Wagner. Those are probably going to be good major league hitters, but again, they're not a guy who can hit 25 home runs, even maybe even more than they're different prospects.
So, gun to your head, Abe, are you saying on Tuesday against Crochet, you see a George Springer leadoff?
Yeah, I think so. The team's actually been good against left-handed pitching this season, which I was surprised because they were dog shit.
Not Max Fried.
But they hit him around. Like what was it? 6 hits they had off
Well,
him
they had 11 hits.
in that
11
game.
hits that game.
Yeah, like they hit Max Fried.
Yeah.
He was totally struggling early. Yeah, let's see what Max Fried line was today. Goddamn 11-2. 6 hits through 6 innings,
He
three
had a lot of
strikeouts,
pitches.
3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Like Max Fried did not dominate them by the end. Like after the score got out of control, it felt like they kind of gave up a little bit too.
Yeah. It's we're in hashtag doom territory right now, Blue Jays fans.
We are, and
I
we should be because the outlook isn't fantastic. It
and
really
yeah,
isn't.
and you look in and again we're talking about prospects that should be taking leaps, man. It's like call up Elvis. The dude is hitting 155 in AAA. What the fuck is he gonna do against big league pitching, Abe?
Probably not one. It's probably not going to be 155. Might probably going to be worse than that.
So it's like there's no reinforcements coming. Unfortunately, this is the squad we have. We gotta ride with them. That's unless they bring in a bat. I know everyone was talking about JD Martinez. JD Martinez. Fuck it. Bring his ass in. I don't care
They're
at this
not
point.
going to bring his ass
I know,
in.
but I don't care. It can't get much worse than what we're watching. It statistically actually can't get much worse.
No, I don't think they'll be this bad. They shouldn't be.
You made a good point. I think last podcast you said this. Their ceiling is good, but their floor is through the ground. When this team is bad, oh my God, turn the TV off in the first inning.
Yeah.
That's the problem. A lot of teams' floors are significantly higher, Abe. You know?
Because of the home run too. Like I don't think the Yankees are that great of a baseball team.
Me neither. But they waxed us.
Oh yeah,
Eh,
better than us for sure. Absolutely. But like their upside is in hitting home runs and the best player we've seen in our lifetimes because he carries that team. And then but then they have guys like Ben Rice come up. Um,
that's a guy that took a leap.
absolutely took a leap. Like helps hitting where he does around Judge. But again, that's the type of guys you need to make the leap. And he's a power guy and decent on base guy
Even
as well.
Grisham is launching. Grisham would be leading our team in bombs,
I
Avery.
know Trent Grisham's a cool player.
He is a cool player.
I like Trent Grisham a lot actually, but
He's a cool player.
he was so bad last year. But I think some of the underlying numbers were okay from Trent. But again, like that's a perfect bat for that park too. Like that
Yeah.
they know how to build the team as well. But Trent Grisham, insane that he's just doing it big. He hit 190, but almost had a couple years were bad. I forgot about these
Yeah,
years.
he's been really, really bad.
I forgot about the 2022 and
Well, he was a
2023.
throw-in, Avery. We forget in the Soto trade.
He was.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, did they win the Soto trade?
Some people are saying they didn't win
But
a ring.
it is. And I try to compare ourselves to other teams, but no other team's really doing this.
No team that spends like we are is
Yeah,
doing this.
yeah. If this keeps up, do you see a middle of the season GM firing Ross Atkins?
Oh, fuck. You
It's a good Avery. It's an appropriate question.
for sure. Like he's at yeah, they're at the this is their last year if thing like for him, if things don't go well. But it's like, do you want to have him sell off if the team's bad? Like, if the team's bad enough, he should be fired, but are you putting the guy in place if he's not like it's gonna have to be someone in house that you probably want to trade off some assets and try and recoup something back. So I'll just say yeah, whatever. I'll say yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it's crazy how the vibes change from a week, huh?
Yeah, but and things could like the best part.
We could win the Red Sox series and then win the series against the Guardians on the weekend, and it's like, all right, we're back to 500 next Sunday.
Yeah, that's the
It
baseball. But if you want more of I would take an offensive breakout in a loss more than like
I would take them putting up a 6 or a 7 spot and lose 8-7.
yeah. I would
Not
take
to Are we the biggest losers ever because we talk about how awesome 2021 was? Yeah, we are losers for that. But fuck me. I mean, at least I would wake up and I'd be like, I get to watch this fucking offense hit today. I get to watch them put up a 30 spot every day. You
offense
know?
is a lot more fun to watch than pitching all
Yeah.
the time. Pitching and defense. And the defense doesn't feel like it's been that great either as of late.
No,
Fuck
the
the
boat.
wind. Fuck the wind in New York too.
Yeah, a couple bow errors today were tough.
They were.
Yeah, a couple bow errors today, but yeah, it's yeah, it's this weekend was hell. Last weekend was hell. This week was hell. We got swept. We lost two to the Guardian, the two to the Mariners. They broke us. That extra inning game broke us. I fear because that
Yeah,
would have been a series win right there.
would
Cool
have been.
series win against the M's. A good team. And then ever since then, it's just been absolute purgatory hell on earth.
We need to get to the Angels. I wish the Angel series was this week. I really wish it was like coming up. But the best thing about the Boston series is we get greeted with a bum, Garrett Crochet on Tuesday. Welcome back. Let's see what you guys can do to get out of this offensive slump
Oh,
with
you know how
Garrett.
you get out of an offensive slump? Let's face the best left-handed pitcher in baseball who strikes out 500 guys a game.
Holy shit, man. Yeah, it doesn't get easier. It's a tough month, but find a way to win 2 of 3 at home and we can have a conversation again. But need runs at some point. I don't care how we do it. We got to score.
Yeah. We were complaining about being a singles and doubles merchants, and then they literally took every single aspect of a hit away from us. So
Yeah,
the complaining worked. You happy, fans? But let's go into listener questions, Dave. I saw there was a lot already. I mean, people got a
there is.
lot to
I'll
say.
go through some like full offensive stats
Let's hear them.
from the team. Okay, so home runs, people are gonna know. Holy fuck. Okay, 15 home runs, 29th, only behind the Royals. Royals have 13.
15 home runs. Corbin Carroll has 10.
15 home runs. Runs scored. Blue Jays rank 27th out of 30 with 95. Stolen bases. I thought we'd been actually kind of good running. 21st in stolen bases.
Nice.
Walk rate. We are 20th in walk rate.
Oh my good lord.
Strikeout rate. We're good at not striking out still. Uh,
Wow. Can't
third,
punch us out.
second lowest strikeout rate in the league.
Fuck yeah.
We will put that bitch in play, no matter how hard or
We
how
will
soft.
pop out and ground out. All
Yeah.
right. And we will
Uh,
like it.
Isolated power. The Blue Jays rank 29th out of 30 in ISO. Batting average on balls in play. Blue Jays rank 13th, 287. All right, pretty good.
Okay.
Average 15th, 240. OBP 16th, 312.
Good lord.
Slugging 27th, 344. Weighted on base average. Oh, this was taking a while to load.
Well, just know it's not good, probably.
Weighted on base average 23rd. Weighted runs created plus
So there is
90.
not one thing besides strikeout rate. The Toronto Blue Jays are top five in the league in.
Nope.
Top
Um,
10, top 15. Fuck.
and yeah, bottom 10 in base running too. Sick. All right,
Okay.
so nothing good.
When
We
we
can
do
go.
get on, we fuck up.
We do that. I didn't mind the Miles Straw thing
Me
today.
neither. No.
On the Bellinger, obviously the inside move sucks. He was just running on first movement at second. It's like a little
Yeah.
worse than doing that at first. But
Yeah.
the Bellinger one, when Straw didn't go, I mean, it hits on the outside of his glove. His leg is covered. If you get thrown out and doubled off because of that with Vladdy up next, you should be crucified more than
For
what
sure.
happened after that.
I'm not gonna say I disagree with you there.
No.
I'm right there with you.
Let's go ERA for the team. That puts us, we're middle of the pack, 406 ERA.
Today didn't help, that's for sure.
No, Ks per nine. We are fourth in baseball, Ks per nine. Pretty
Okay.
good. The bullpen's good at that. Home run to fly ball rate. We are in the bottom. We're one of the worst again, 27th on that one. Ground ball percentage for our pitchers. We are getting not that many ground balls, 24th. And lastly, FIP. That puts us, the Toronto Blue Jays, 18th and FIP of 411. So that's pretty on par with our
Good stuff.
ERA. Expected FIP of 375. So like we pitched okay. Middle of the pack. It's
Okay.
kind of what we've known.
Yeah.
I think Alondra Kirk found something after Friday too.
Yeah, he did. Had a couple good swings this weekend.
Really, really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. Other than that, no one. The Anthony Santander home run was awesome.
His home runs rock, Ave.
They are just shot to the sky, and he
It's
just
like
stands there.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Arjun Namala, by the way, 3 straight games with a tank. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. The future's here, old man.
Yeah. So that is ours. All right. Let's find list. There's a lot of listener questions. I tried
A
to go
lot.
through a ton of them here. Just trying to get through Twitter. 76 in under an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Seth asks, how much would Andres Jimenez get in free agency? I don't think he'd want to go to free agency in his current state right now.
No. No, 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 no. I don't think Andres Jimenez electing free is his agent right now is in Cabo realizing the fleece that they just
I'd
got.
say he gets league min in free agency as
No,
of now.
I would say he gets Abe. Come on, let's be real here. He gets Gleyber Torres money, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Ah, never mind. No, Gleyber Torres is better than him.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
what is his contract right now?
it's a lot. I think you're gonna puke if you look at it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
I honestly, Avery, I think you genuinely might puke if you look at it.
Um, I know it's a long contract too. No,
5
it's
more
10.
years.
It's 10. Nope.
It's a lot of money for a guy that hits 180.
No, it's like 15 a year actually.
Huh. Huh. Glad we picked that up.
I'm not ready to write that off yet. That
But God, to Avery, like again, this is a guy that we're only really complaining about it because he hits in the fucking five hole.
correct.
Like,
How many nine-hole hitters can we have and like be
well,
successful?
we have four of them at least, right?
Okay. Given that no prospects are knocking on the door and this team is in desperate need of offense, does Roscoe make an early move to try and save both the season and his job? Who is the move?
Here's the tough thing. With the prospects not taking leaps, that means there's no trade value on anyone. So who the fuck would another team want to take off of our hands?
Like, are you talking like maybe guys who get DFA'd and we find that, but no one's gonna be excited about those guys. If like I don't think old as dirt JD Martinez who hasn't isn't playing in games right now. Like I know he started late last year too.
He
But
was
I just
fine last year though.
good. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But it's like he's gonna start late again. And if you pay him the money, is that going to pay off in the end? Who
Yeah.
knows? Okay, this is John Schneider's game plan, right? At the start of the season, they have an offensive game plan from day one, you'd assume. They've dug in on that plan and it's not working. Thoughts
I
on
don't
our
think John
game?
Schneider has an ounce of the game plan at the plate, by the way.
I agree with that. I
It's the
just
hitting
I
coach.
just think they're not hitting the ball.
Like the manager just manages, believe it
Yeah.
or not.
Do we think the offense gets better or even worse? There's a very
It,
good chance it gets worse before it gets better, too. Like if
unless Springsy leads us off.
that would be nice. Bring us home.
Bring us home, Springer. Tuck us in, King.
Is Popkins to blame for the offense so far?
All right, blame the personnel, blame the players.
Yeah. Um, I know Schneider isn't to blame, but if they get swept by Boston, do you see him being fired? I think there's a non-zero chance, like I said.
Unfortunately, Avery, if they get swept by Boston, we might get into hashtag cancel the season territory. If they
Yeah,
get swept by Boston, brother.
for sure. And then like the Guardians have played okay too.
Yeah, Guardians. They took two or three from the Yankees, I believe.
Okay, from OnlyFans. How can I ask my girlfriend's dad to stop using my Sportsnet account without being direct or honest? You gotta just change the password.
Change the password, and then he
Yeah.
just is signed out and has no idea.
Yes.
It's like, wait,
And
what? Wait, would you change the password? No, no.
and then when they ask, just say you don't know what happened and you'll make the call to
Or
try and
you also say like, I'm having trouble signing in as well.
that's what you say. Like I
Yeah,
can't watch the games either.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
watching on Stream East. Yeah.
MLB66.ir. That's what you're watching on. I was actually watching the Yankee game today on I was watching the Jays game on the Yankees broadcast. They do some cool stats that they bring up. At one point, Michael Kay said, like they brought up the old adage that it's hard to sweep a doubleheader, and he brought this crazy stat. It was like 50.2% of doubleheaders are swept, and 49. I was like, what the hell is that stat? They were bringing up like guys who were playing who were catching both ends of double headers back in the day. They had an umpire report card of
Oh, this is absurd.
I know, but it was like an umpire report card of where he calls strikes in the zone, if he was hitter friendly or pitcher.
See, that's cool. Actually, I can get behind that.
They did some really cool stuff. I'm
Yeah,
surprised the Yankees do that of all teams because I think most of their fans would hate that shit the most.
for sure.
Like I think it would
Tony
be
from the Bronx would hate that.
yeah, it seems like a really good like athletics type of broadcast where you really diving in. But I was kind of impressed. I liked it. It's
Yeah.
sometimes good to listen
Shout out, yes.
to the other side of it. But then Michael Kay was just they were telling like radio type stories when the game was out of hand. It's like I don't care about this
Yeah.
stuff. They're all Yankees players. Rating Kikuchi has a couple Kikuchi Corner Agent Zero type ideas he would love to run by us. He has Bowden's Bakery. Everyone brings bread and takes a bite for every strikeout.
Jesus
There's been
Christ.
worse ideas, but there's been better. And then he has Fallen Soldiers Memorial Day. Everyone wears a former Jays jersey or funeral wear for the game. Like
That's just insane stuff.
It is. It's not
But
the best idea.
I respect the creativity. I really do.
The Fallen Soldiers one is kind of
It's
funny.
funny. Yeah.
Like I know I got my Kikuchi jersey
Like
somewhere that
Brandon League jersey, like
I
you
did
just
make contact with the guy with the Zimmer jersey. I think we're gonna get the transaction done.
wow.
Yeah.
Save the
So
season.
maybe that'll save the season. What what point do you fire someone for the dog shit offense?
You fired someone in the offseason and you lost Hag. You lost Hag and you
I mean,
lost
the
fucking
Pirates are putting up fucking numbers.
the Pirates are?
They're not.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Oh.
Again, it's the play. We said it when Guillermo got fired.
We talked about it with players, actual players, about the hitting coaches difference they make.
Yes, and everyone's like, "You guys are wrong." I'm sure we said like we did say good things about Popkins early on, but
Yeah.
still, like you think that's a more mentality thing, and it was kind of like the Davis quote saying, "We got away from what we did last year. That wasn't helping us
Yeah.
at all." Some guy says thoughts on a bird call for the first inning. Some chant, and everyone's flapping their hands and wings. It's like a pretty good idea for the start, but then he said flapping their wings. I'm just like, ah,
Yeah, like if everyone knew how to whistle, getting an entire section to whistle would be hilarious.
doing
Like
the
bird call.
doing a bird noises for the whole inning would be
Yeah. I mean, the
so
umpires would probably hate it.
everyone might hate it, but that's
Yeah, but it
very
would be
funny.
objectively fucking hilarious, right?
Yes, I absolutely agree. Why can't they lay off those damn sliders?
Brother, there is some sliders I see where I go old man mode and I'm like, why are you swinging at that? But there is also sliders I see where it's like that pitch was never in the zone. Why are you swinging at that?
Yeah,
You know, like there's a couple, but old man yelling at cloud take, really.
it's
That's
it's
yeah.
it's easy to hit when you're watching on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Greg says he's trying not to be negative, which is good,
Thank you. Thank you for trying.
but is it time for a leadership change? If not now, I'd give them until the end of May. It's probably like that's when Charlie got canned, right? Like end of June.
No, I believe Charlie was before the All-Star break.
Yeah, that would be end of June.
Well, no, but like the week, but like the week of.
Okay, so they gave him that long.
Yeah. And then because they were 51 and 50 or something like that.
Yeah, that season they were just trying to get to 500 for so long, and then
Yeah.
the second
And then
half
they
was.
finally got over the hump and like started rattling off a lot of wins and got a home playoff game.
But to me, it doesn't make sense because the next guy up isn't in the dugout right now.
No.
Like maybe
It's a
Demar.
guy that have to get familiar with an entire roster very, very fast. And that's
Yeah,
not easy to do.
it's not, and like they're not going to give the team to Don. You'd hope not.
Well, we can only pray.
Yeah. Again, we don't know what the coaches do, but
Yeah.
I don't. That's not my favorite thought in the world is giving Don Mattingly the reins right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Kai says taking 2 of 3 at home versus Boston leaves us at 15 and 16. If that's the case, what grade would you give this team after this schedule from hell for the first month? They get a C plus probably.
Yeah.
Just you showed up, you did your work, you passed.
And you just were a little short, you
Yeah.
know? You were a little short from like a passing grade, you know?
For getting a good job, you just said you did your job, you're here. Thank you for showing up. Here's your C plus. Go enjoy
Yeah.
community college in
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Hmm.
What's really going to happen with this team? Are we going to compete, or is it going to be the same story as last year?
Right now, it's looking like same story as last year, but things change, right?
Yes, it's early,
Yeah.
but
Nah, don't use the don't you
it's not
dare.
looking good right
It's
now.
not looking good right now. It's
No,
terrible, actually.
there's not too much reason to think it's different than last year right now.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of war flashbacks, PTSD
Yeah,
coming
it's like that
from
meme of a soldier in battle.
exactly that is what's happening right now. What moves can be made? That's the question. Everyone is Brandon Belt available? Should we sign him?
The cock would fix this shit, man.
He could be the manager.
The cock for manager? I actually don't hate that. Now we're exploring ideas. The caulk for the manager I could get behind. He would whip this team into shape like you've never seen.
Yep.
You know what move that I originally was fine with that now I'm really missing. I hate to say this. Fuck, do I miss Matt Chapman?
Yes. I think he was one of the guys who actually hated Canada. Didn't say it.
Ah,
And it's just like, you know what? I'm happy to get back to my home state.
yeah.
Because like San Francisco's not the ideal spot for Matt Chapman's swing.
No, it's actually really not.
He could have found a bunch of different places, but he is he's like the home run power guy that
Yes.
you got away
You
from.
sacrifice the average for the power, but he
Yeah.
would look really good in this lineup right now.
Yeah, for sure. But again, you watched all the games and you thought he didn't make a big of an impact as he did. And that's
Yeah.
the one where the stats actually did tell the story and it significantly impacted the team since.
Yep.
Um, is this rock bottom yet?
No.
You don't
Rock
think so?
bottom is what the Baltimore Orioles are, okay?
Oh
10
God.
and 17, just got swept by the Tigers, have the worst starting rotation this side of the Mississippi. Rock bottom is the Baltimore Orioles, but god damn it are we close, okay?
It's feeling
Yeah.
like that too. Their team stink. We knew the pitching was going to be bad
But
based on
this is like and I can't even enjoy it. You know what's crazy is Tampa Bay Rays, of course they're back to 500, swept the Padres.
yeah. Tampa Bay's kind of fun. I was watching them
Yeah.
play the D-backs in that extra inning win.
Yeah.
Chandler Simpson's
The
like
goat.
if Billy Hamilton could hit just a little bit better, hit the
Yeah.
ball a little bit harder. He's a cool player.
It's
I'm
crazy.
jealous that they get to have him.
Yeah.
William asked, "Can we make this team watch 2022 Jays home run highlights? We should watch 2021, William. I think that's what you're
Yes,
trying to say.
2021 is what you want.
But
2022,
we should strap him in the chair, John. Straight jacket, get the things like that open your eyeballs, and we just watched 2021 highlight. No bullpen highlights, only home runs.
it was it, it's like that saying. It's like I wish they told you when you were in the good old days when you were actually in them.
Yeah.
Cuz 2021, the home runs, the runs scored, the never-ending fun when I look forward to the top of the order coming up. It rocked.
Okay.
It
I
rocked.
just looked it up on YouTube. I'm about to tweet it. You guys are seeing this happen in real time. An hour and 20-minute video of all the Blue Jays home runs from 2021.
Holy Christ.
I think I'm gonna tweet it now.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me the fuck up, Avery. Now that's a squad.
All right. What happened to Hall of Fame Jimenez?
Oh, he is taking a break, vacation. But yeah, it's he's the best way to describe Hall of Fame Jimenez is he's Dalton Varsho if Dalton Varsho was a significantly worse hitter with less power.
Okay.
That too negative? I feel like that's pretty spot on.
I don't think it's the worst analogy of all time. Tyler wants us to go back a week when Bowden said the boys were buzzing, and we are having fun watching this baseball team. Ever since then, it's actually been awful.
It's actually been I can think of 400 other things I'd rather be doing
Yeah,
actually than
that's the
watching
worst
baseball.
part when the one thing that you like and brings you happiness is just gone.
Yeah.
By the way, go vote when you hear this tomorrow. Go vote
Yeah, go
tomorrow.
vote.
Make that happen. We're getting ready to go to Seattle next week. I
Hmm.
put in for a Chambers Bay tea time on the Friday. There's a court. I know you're not gonna go
I will not be
golfing.
playing.
No, they had the U.S. Open there in 2017. I think it's like 40 minutes from Seattle, so we're gonna try and go play that. Um, when do we wave the red flag on this team? When we're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Yes, that's.
That's the
And by
only
the way,
time.
isn't it the white flag? Why are we saying red flag?
Race is over. I don't know what that means in
Is
racing.
that red flag? Is red flag like the Green Day song, a Billy
No, that's
Talent song?
Billy Talent. Yeah,
The red
great.
flag women never live the same. Yeah,
Billy
that's.
Talent had goddamn
I
heaters,
know they
man.
did. Shut up,
They
Billy Talent.
they made some of the best NHL soundtrack songs
Oh,
of
for
all time.
sure, for sure. Yeah, God, I'm just dead inside.
No,
I'm a dead man walking.
we got nothing. Is there a Gate 14 section for the first pitch game? I
No,
don't think so. No.
just come and
Uh,
support the boys, though.
Dome from home. That's maybe what we need is do we have Dome from home this week?
Um, no.
I don't think so. I think it's a
No.
late game for all of them. Would you
No.
rather be a Dodgers fan or a Yankees fan? I think it's Dodgers fan.
Dodgers by a trillion. They
Yeah,
actually win
yeah, two championships.
in the last
Um,
5 years.
that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer, unfortunately.
Can you name three things more painful than watching this offense?
Getting kicked in the dick.
Yeah, for sure. Being stuck in traffic.
Okay, here's a good one. Um, Hitting a scooter off your shin.
Yes,
Heartbreak.
there you go.
But it kind of is heartbreak though.
It's all in one.
Yeah. Uh yeah, I think yeah, I don't know, like fucking getting punched in the face, but I feel like punch in the face is like a short-term thing. Like this is now we got to sit on this tomorrow.
We do. That
We
like
got to sit on this shit tomorrow.
we had an awesome time off day, felt like, and then immediately just a bad one. You get on the plane, you come back, and you got to stew on dog shit performance.
Yeah.
How do we stay motivated to keep producing content when the team just flat out
It's our
sucks?
job and people pay for us to do this.
That's pretty much the motivation. I get into stuff like draft things. I like that type of stuff. Any too early ideas for how to tear down and rebuild the offense? We should trade for all the Dodgers players
Or
or the Cubs right now.
or convince Kyle Tucker when the Cubs come to town to stay.
We could like
Like I
reverse visa issues where we don't let them back into
I
America.
got an idea. I think the Toronto Blue Jays should illegally recruit Kyle Tucker and take the fine of like the losing a draft pick because they can't draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all right, pandering, the Jays pandered to Kyle Tucker. Oh no, whatever. You lose a first and second round pick. All right, fine. Soak it.
But
Whatever.
you get Kyle Tucker for 7 or something like that. That would be great.
So you're essentially getting Kyle Tucker for a first, second round pick. That's what it is.
You take that.
I'd take that 10 times out of 10.
Um, this is a question I didn't vet before. I'm not going to say that. Is it time to become a Rockies fan?
No, brother. You think this is bad? You don't know any of it.
No. With the offense at a standstill, do you think the solution comes from a source within, like Clase, Loper, Fido, or maybe a complete switch of the batting order?
I think a switch of the batting order is the first thing you try, Ave.
I think so too. I think you just put Springer in the one hole. Move
And you
everyone
hear me,
down.
Barger fans? You hear me, Barger fans? He should play every day. Varsho comes back, then Varsho could eat up some of that not as good range that Barger has, and there you have it. You go Springer, Varsho, Barger.
So
That is the
who's
outfield for me. That is my outfield on Tuesday. I don't care if it's a fucking lefty on the mound. Ah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not playing him against the
Crochet
line.
might give him the hammer.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, never
Again,
mind.
like I don't think Clase is the fix at all. I mean, he wasn't great today. One
No,
game, not
yeah,
gonna totally write it off, but I don't think he's the fix. Loperfido, I don't know what his numbers are in the minors, but again,
yeah.
that's another left-handed bat.
Hmm.
So I think just you change it. You just put Springer at the one slot, move everyone down, see if that helps out, and then you put Varsho where you've been hitting Jimenez. And then I think you put Jimenez on the other side of Kirk, and that's how they're gonna do things. Which players need to come to Johnny in his office?
Trying to think. The 5 to 9 in the batting order. All of them.
Everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the whole friend group. You guys all got in trouble together.
yeah. I mean, like a group meeting.
How long until Santander gets going? I think he's hopefully soon. The weather heats up. He'll be okay.
Santander looks. I mean,
It's like
you
on and
can't
off.
complain about a guy fucking hitting home run. I mean,
Yeah.
he hit a home run today. He did his job. Christ,
Should we have kept Spencer Horwitz? He hasn't played.
he has
So
not played a game yet, but I'm assuming he'll just light it up and just fucking absolutely body us and make me feel like shit.
who do we think goes down when Varsho comes back?
Do you keep Clase up, Avery? Is Roden the guy?
No, I don't think you keep Clase up.
Really?
So I think Clase just goes down. Um,
You still think you're still gonna trot Roden out there? I say you send him back down to get everyday at bats and get back, man.
Okay, maybe well, Clase has to go. It was a 27-man roster today, and
Yes.
the roster's 26, so someone else needs to go as well.
I think it's going to be Roden.
Okay, interesting.
Is that crazy? Is that a crazy take?
No, I don't think so. You put him down before Nathan Lucas.
Fair.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
because I think you do. There's more growth for Roden to have, and he can get his footing back in Buffalo. So I think you think it's Roden. I think Clase's down for sure, but uh, yeah, definitely him. Barger should not be going down, but kind of weird that they didn't play him against their righty today. Will the Jays ever win a series again? Hopefully this week. Are the Twitter GMs right?
I don't know. It
They're
is.
they're like 50% because they said Alan Roden was the best hitter on the team.
No, the four. Yeah. And Alan Roden is going to potentially be down in AAA.
Yeah.
But again, being the fourth best hitter on this team is not a crazy accomplishment.
No, I want him to be good. But the no power thing is just all everyone tweets about right now. Sucks. We should find a different way to fix them on Twitter, but I think hitting home runs would do them a service, and everyone
Yes.
appreciates that.
And Alan Roden doesn't elevate and celebrate.
He does not. Does Varsho go right into the fifth or four hole when he comes back? You slide everyone down. Varsho hits fifth. That's my
Okay. So then Kirk 6, Jimenez 7, 8, nine's a toss up.
yeah. Who like
Barger, and
Barger
someone.
and
That actually isn't that bad of a lineup.
no, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It'll get you above league average probably at the end of the year, like 101, 102 weight runs created plus for the team.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Is hate 14 back? If they get swept by the Red Sox,
Oh my God. I If they get swept by the Red Sox, Avery, Gate 14 will hire a therapist.
you think so?
Next pod will be joined by a therapist.
Okay. What's that site that they advertise on every podcast
Better
now?
help.
BetterHelp. Yeah. We will go on BetterHelp and we will record our
Might be
meeting.
illegal to do that, but
It's
I would
probably
honestly rather be Shador Sanders than go through what we went through this weekend.
holy fuck Shador, man. What a stupid draft pick by the Browns, too. So obvious the owner stepped in and said you have to draft him. The team didn't want to draft him, so they drafted Dylan Gabriel, and then the owner stepped in still and said you have to draft him. And they
In
have two
nasty
fringe.
work. Nasty work.
Oh, so stupid. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. Sucks. He didn't deserve it that bad, and the hate that he got,
Yeah.
that sucks. Can you tell everyone who's blaming management to shut up because the players'
That's what this
fault?
podcast really was, though.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How do we watch the team? We get paid to do it. That's how we watch it.
We get paid to do it. And best way to watch the team is kind of just have it in as background noise, like cleaning music. It's like
Yeah. All right.
not us, but obviously watch the Gate 14 live streams. But other than that, yeah.
No, Friday was an awesome live
I'd
stream.
like to announce, Avery, one live stream a week until further notice. That's
Okay.
what we're paid to do. Until this team gets back to 500, it's one live stream a week, which is what our paid obligation is.
Yep.
That's it.
Not bad. And that's all we got on my end, John.
All right. Well, everyone,
You got the pitching matchups for the Red Sox
yeah,
series.
pitching matchups. Bound Francis versus Garrett Crochet on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sean Newcomb, I think, versus Barrios, and then Thursday is a question mark one for both teams.
I thought it was the other way that there was TBD on Tuesday
Okay.
and then
So
Barrios
TBD on Wednesday?
Yes. Yes, sorry. And then
Yeah.
Barrios
Okay.
on the Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll say the Jays get swept.
Jays lose 2 of 3.
Perfect. Awesome series.
Great job, guys. As always, thank you guys for riding with us. I mean, the numbers are significantly worse when this team sucks, and we get that. I wouldn't want to listen to this when this team is shit and there's NHL playoffs on. So I get it. But thank you guys for riding with us, dying with us, and hopefully we make it a little bit brighter as like a little bit of a therapy session with what's going on with our baseball club right now. So Make sure you guys subscribe, like, leave a comment below. Let us know what you guys like and what you don't like about the team, whatever. This is your therapy class. So, love you guys, man. Gate 14 forever. We will talk to you guys on Thursday night
Thursday
and
night.
enjoy the week, guys. Love you guys.